Everybody, welcome back to another Chef Ayaan video. So today we're going to be making our own pizza from scratch. So I have 2 cups of flour here, and we have 1.5 teaspoon of sugar over here, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we have we're gonna pour about 1/4 of garlic powder and Italian seasoning and basil over here into our dough, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 pack of instant yeast and 3/4 of cup of water, warm water. So the first step is to take our bowl of flour and we're gonna put it into our KitchenAid. But if you don't have a KitchenAid, you can also put it in, you can also whisk it. So we're gonna put that in there. Then we're going to take our packet of yeast and we're going to pour it in. Make sure to get all of it in. Now we're going to add our salt, and then our sugar. Now we're going to add our basil, our Italian seasoning. I'm eyeballing it at about 1/4. So, and then our basil leaves. And the one before the leaves was garlic. Now we're gonna put up mixer and we're gonna put it on stir. And you wanna let all of the flour and the seasonings and all the sugar and all that stuff that makes up our pizza dough, you're gonna let that all mix in so that's like a step to our batter. Okay, so now, as you can see, all of it is mixed in, so we're going to add our olive oil into it. And our water. It's warm water so that it helps activate the yeast. Add that in there. There we go. You're gonna let it mix in so that it forms a dough. With the help of a spatula, we're going to get the sides in so that all of the flour turns into our dough. And we want all of it to be our yummy pizza dough. Get all this flour off and turn it back on. Okay, so the dough is gonna look like this. Might be like a little elasticy. Now we're gonna turn it off. And now, okay, so now we're going to take off our little attachment. It's sticking a lot. It's like a tug-of-war fight with the dough. We're gonna take the dough and we're going to drizzle the thing that the bowl that we had used for our flour, and we're gonna just drizzle it around. And we're going to use it's olive oil, and we're gonna just coat all of the bowl with olive oil. And get all of the olive oil everywhere. Then now we're going to add our dough. Dough is very heavy. And then we're going to cover the bowl, and we're gonna put it in someplace warm for it to sit. Okay, so now that it's all cleaned up, we're going to put it in someplace warm so that the dough doubles in size. I'm gonna put it in the oven. And now we're gonna put it in the oven. The oven is not on. It's just a warm place that you can put it. So you're gonna let it rest for 30 minutes. Now that our pizza dough is rising, we're going to make our sauce. So I'm using canned tomato sauce. Here's just the way that I like to do it. So I'm gonna eyeball about 1/4 of everything. So we have oregano leaves. We have minced onion, Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder. Oops, and some salt. I like garlicky, so put a little bit more than more garlic powder than the other stuff. So you're gonna give it a good stir so that all the flavors mix in. It's like a way to spice up that normal old tomato sauce, so that it gives it more flavor and it's more fun to eat. Okay, you could also put crushed red chili peppers in it. If you want it nice and spicy, but I don't really like my pizza sauce spicy, so it's all mixed in very well, very nicely. You can smell all like the seasonings. They smell really good. Can't wait to eat this pizza. Now your pizza sauce is ready. Okay, so now we're going to take our dough that's been sitting and we're going to punch it. It may sound like a silly step, but that is a step. We're just gonna punch it. So we punch it because of the air, and like you can even feel like how airy it is. I didn't even think it'd be that airy. I thought it would be like starting to look more like pizza dough, more and more as the steps come. So now I want to be very careful and don't want to break it. I'm gonna put it on the pan. I'm using a pizza stone and it's warming up in the oven for 15 minutes. If you don't, you can just cook it over here. So you want to spread it out on the pan. So this is a normal pan. I'm just gonna transfer it onto the pizza stone once it's done. I'm gonna really get it flat. Move it all around. It's like expanding, getting bigger, bigger, and being shaped to a huge circle. Okay, so my pizza stone was warm enough, and I transferred the dough onto it. So now we're going to top it. So we're going to add our sauce. We'll put all of our sauce on here. Dump all of our sauce on the pizza and spread. We'll spread all of it around the pizza. Okay, so our base is ready and we're gonna add our toppings. So I'm gonna add some chicken 65. You can really just add whatever you want. Chicken 65 is one of my favorite foods. And I really love Indian food, so there's so many more on my list of favorites. Sprinkle it around all the pizza. We're also going to add some onion. We're going to add some onions too. Okay. Looks like we're almost done with these onions. We're also going to add we're gonna add some olives too. Olives are my favorite. My absolute favorite. I just love them. I'm gonna add those. Oh, my eyes are burning from onions. Okay, we're also going to add our green bell peppers. Cool idea would be to add like all sorts of different like colors and look like a rainbow kind of, like all sorts of different colored bell peppers, all sorts of stuff. We're also going to add some cheese to top it off, because you cannot have pizza without cheese. So this is 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. I love pizza so much and can't wait to eat this. A cool idea would also be to make it like a stuffed crust, and that would taste really good because I do love stuffed crust. With the rest of this cheese, just sprinkle it around our. The oven is, you're gonna cook it at 450. I'm gonna need my mom's help. 425 actually, and I'm gonna need my mom's help to put this in the oven because the pizza stone is very, very, very hot. Okay, so we're gonna let it cook for 15 to 18 minutes until the cheese bubbles up, and cook it on 425. Okay, so now our pizza's out. It looks so yummy, and your beautiful, ready to be devoured pizza is done. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any Chef Ayaan, and share all the videos. Bye!